Hello, everybody. Welcome to AccuReggie. We have waited all winter. Well, some of us have, for this type of snowstorm, and I've already lost sleep over this storm. It's a very, very tough forecast for the city of Philadelphia. When is it never a tough forecast? When can I just know exactly what's going to happen? It's rarely ever the case. Um, so let's walk through it. So here is the system, okay? Minnesota is right here. Iowa is right here. This is the trigger, okay? This is sort of the juice in the atmosphere that's going to light a fuse along the East Coast. And we are going to see bombogenesis, which is the rapid pressure fall of a low pressure system, also known as a rapidly strengthening nor'easter that destroys everything in its path. Okay, nothing but weather fun. Here on the East Coast, we're dry. Okay, so let's look at the model. All right, and I have it fast forward here, but I'm gonna rewind it a little bit. Okay, so here is where we are now. Here's the energy over Iowa. Put us back to where we are. Look what happens. Okay, this storm right here meets up with a developing low off the North Carolina coast. Classic nor'easter setup here. And then boom, the storm goes to town. And look, here's the cold. Look at these high pressures right here. They are just pumping the cold air down from Canada. We haven't had that all winter. That's why these goofy changeover events haven't stuck, because it's been 70 degrees the day before. Nothing sticks to the concrete. It's like, kind of got snow. Sort of, kind of. This is not a sort of kind of storm. When it starts to snow, it is going to stick. Okay? The cold air is in place. I'm sure you felt it out there today, especially when the wind was blowing. All right, and look at it's just hour after hour after hour after hour of heavy snow. That's what we like to see. Okay, now there is a wrinkle with this storm, and the wrinkle is the infamous rain-snow line. If you've lived in Philadelphia for any amount of years, you know that is the critical point. Okay, and where that sets up. Does it set up in Jersey along 295? Does it set up along I-95 in Philadelphia? Does it set up along City Avenue, right, that cuts through Philadelphia? Does it set up along the Turnpike? Okay, and literally those are the four options for that rain-snow line. And the difference between if you're on the south of that rain-snow line is like, okay, if you're on the south of that rain-snow line, you're going to get 8 inches, and you're going to be like, okay, cool, this was a good storm. If you're above that rain-snow line, if you're all snow, you're going to get like 20 inches, and you're going to be like, this is the craziest thing in March I've ever seen. All right, so that's really what's at stake with that rain-snow line. Right now, I have it getting up to about I-95 in Philadelphia. Okay, so right at South Philly. If you're at the airport, you might get a few raindrops, but other than that, it's all snow. Okay, it never really yields into the rain, and we change over. But that's still a tough forecast, and I hate to have to be wrong on that. But let's go through the details, okay? So, the one we've all been waiting for, of course. All right, so snow starts 11 p.m. on Monday night. All right, so that's when we kick it going. And that's the key here. It's going to be snowing during the night, so it's going to stick. There's no sunshine to melt it. There's no warm temperatures coming, right? It's at night. It's during the coldest part of the day. Now, the snow continues until 4 p.m. on Tuesday. That's the heaviest snow. Should be from 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Tuesday. And I mean, we're talking heavy. 2, 3, 4 inches an hour in some places. Okay, this is a true, just mind-blowing type of situation. Snow showers last into Wednesday, so it's like wintry. It's like we just get transported to Canada for a few days. Okay, and then once again, the mixing, we know the mixing will occur in South Jersey. The question is, does it make it to Philly? So here's our totals. 9 to 15 inches for Philly. Okay? If no mixing occurs, we go to 12 to 20 inches. All right, so 9 inches. That's sort of my number. That is, I'm sort of saying some mixing will occur. Okay? And even if it does, we still get 9 inches. That's really how I want you to think about that. And then 15 inches is like no mixing occurs, but we don't get the heaviest bands, so we end up with like 15. All right, so 9 to 15 inches is what we're looking at. And then if we get no mixing and heavier bands, really, I mean, we could end up with 18 inches here, 20 inches. That's not out of the question. North and west burbs, you're pretty good, 12 to 20. I mean, just pick a number in there. That's what your house should get if you're in the north and west suburbs. And I mean, north and west in places like Norristown, King of Prussia, Westchester, Doylestown. You're in that Lansdale, just north and west suburbs. 15 or more miles out of the city. And then south and east suburbs, 6 to 12. That's, Millville, New Jersey, heading about 10, 15 miles south of Camden all the way to the shore, 6 to 12 inches. Well, the shore will get less. Of course, the beaches will get less like they always do. All right. Well, that's the update for now, folks. Enjoy the storm. I will keep you updated. It is going to be absolutely crazy. And I'll continue to keep you posted as there will be some minor tweaks to this. All right, folks, talk to you soon.